My name's Jason, and for a long time, I thought being a good guy was enough. Not just in relationships, but in life. I showed up. I listened. I made coffee the way she liked it and remembered the names of her coworkers, even the ones she hated. Her name was Tara. She was a whirlwind, magnetic, unpredictable, sharp around the edges. The kind of person who made you feel like being with her was a privilege you had to earn, and I was always trying to earn it. We met at a mutual friend's party. She wore this rust-colored dress that made her stand out even in a room of people who were trying too hard. I remember she called me too put together that night. I laughed, thought it was a compliment. Maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't. We started dating. At first, it felt electric. Late-night drives, impulsive road trips, deep talks at 2 a.m. But looking back, I can see that even in the beginning, there was always this subtle undertone that I wasn't quite enough. Not in a big, explosive way. More like a quiet disapproval that lived in the way she paused before answering me, or the way her eyes drifted away mid-conversation like something more interesting had just walked into the room. Still, I stayed. Because when things were good, they were really good. And when they weren't, I told myself I could fix it. I just had to try harder, listen better, love deeper. We'd been together for about a year when she first said it. We were sitting on the couch, some old indie film playing in the background. She had her feet in my lap, absent-mindedly scrolling through her phone. Out of nowhere, she looked up and said, "You're too nice." I thought she was joking. I even laughed. But she didn't. "I mean it," she added, not cruel, just matter of fact. "You're so predictable. Sometimes I miss the thrill, you know?" That word, thrill. It echoed in my head for weeks. She missed the thrill of toxic relationships, the drama, the games, the uncertainty. She said being with me felt like watching the same movie over and over. Comfortable, but boring, she explained, like she was describing a couch instead of a person. I remember just sitting there, not really sure how to respond. I think I nodded. Maybe I said something like, "Okay, what do you even say to that?" She didn't leave that night. In fact, she kissed me goodnight like everything was fine. But something had cracked in me. Not broken, not yet. Just cracked. Over the next few weeks, I noticed she started pulling away. Subtly, canceling plans more often, coming home later. Texts that used to be long and thoughtful turned into one-word replies. And then one night, I dropped by her place unannounced. She was there. So was another guy. She didn't cheat. Not technically. At least that's what she claimed. "We were just talking," she said, with that same nonchalant shrug she used when returning a coffee she didn't like. "He's just someone I met at work. He's not like you." She meant it as a compliment, maybe, but it didn't land like one. "He challenges me," she said. "He doesn't just go along with everything I say. It's exciting." I nodded. I remember nodding a lot during those days, just trying to make sense of things I didn't want to believe. A week later, we were done. No big fight. No tears. Just a quiet. "I think we want different things," followed by a quick hug and a door that clicked shut behind me. I didn't reach out. I didn't beg or try to win her back. That wasn't my style. Instead, I poured myself into work, saw some friends I hadn't seen in a while, started running again. The first month was rough. The second was a little easier. By the third, I could breathe without feeling like I was missing a part of myself. Then 6 months passed, and on a rainy Tuesday night, my phone lit up. It was her. "Tara, 1:43 a.m. Are you awake?" I stared at it for a long time before responding, and when I finally did, it was just one word. "Yeah." Seconds later, she was calling me. I didn't answer. Not right away. I let it ring out, let her leave the voicemail. And she did. Her voice was cracked and raw, like she'd been crying. "Jason, I know I don't deserve this. Calling you, I mean. I needed someone who'd listen. He cheated. The guy. The one I left you for. Turns out he's done it before, more than once. I thought I was special, you know? I thought I could change him. God, I was so stupid." She went on for a while. Long enough for the voicemail to cut her off. I didn't call back. I didn't block her either. I just sent one text. "Guess I was too boring, huh?" She didn't reply, and I went to bed. After I sent that message, "Guess I was too boring, huh?" I didn't expect a reply, and I didn't get one. Not right away, anyway. The silence stretched into weeks, and life resumed its usual rhythm. I started dating again, casually at first. Nothing serious. I wasn't in a hurry to dive back into anything deep. After Tara, I'd learned that being the nice guy wasn't some shield from heartache. If anything, it made you an easier target for someone who didn't know how to hold a gentle hand without breaking it. A couple months passed. Fall rolled in, then winter. One cold morning, I was walking out of a coffee shop when I saw her. Tara. She looked smaller somehow, like someone had turned the brightness down on her. Her hair was up, hoodie pulled tight. No makeup. Not that it mattered, but it was different. She used to curate herself like a gallery piece. Now she just looked tired. She saw me too, and froze. I nodded, polite, and kept walking. A few minutes later, my phone buzzed. Tara, please. Can we talk? Just a coffee. That's all. I sat in my car and stared at that message for a long time. And then, I said yes. Not because I wanted anything from her. Not closure, not an apology, not even revenge. I just wanted to hear her speak her truth. The full version, not the curated one she used to hand out like business cards. We met the next day. She picked a quiet little place we used to go when things were good between us. She was already there when I arrived, fiddling with a napkin, her fingers tense and restless. Hey, she said, voice barely above a whisper. Hey. We sat in silence for a while before she finally spoke. You were right. I didn't respond. I just waited. I thought I wanted chaos, she continued. I thought being treated like garbage was passion. That unpredictability meant depth. That when someone ignored me or hurt me, it meant I had to work harder, that I was earning their love. She looked up, eyes rimmed red. But you made things easy. Not in a bad way. You were calm. Consistent. You listened. You remembered things. I thought that was weakness. Turns out, it was strength. Still, I didn't say anything. She reached into her bag, pulled out a little card. This is going to sound stupid, but I've been going to therapy. Finally, my therapist said I should write a letter. To someone I hurt. Just own it. No excuses. She slid it across the table. I didn't open it. Just tucked it into my coat pocket. That was enough. She let out a shaky breath. I don't expect anything, Jason. I know I messed up. I guess I wanted you to know that I see it now. That you weren't boring. You were just real. And I wasn't ready for that. I nodded once. Thank you. I said, and meant it. She blinked. That's it. What else is there? She laughed softly, bitter and self-aware. I guess I hoped you'd tell me it's okay. That maybe there's still something here. There's not, I said gently. But I don't hate you. And I don't wish you harm. I just hope you figure out how to stop mistaking peace for emptiness. We left it at that. As I walked away from that coffee shop, I felt something lift. Not forgiveness. I'd already given myself that. Not satisfaction, either. Just clarity. Sometimes, people aren't evil. They're just lost. And in their panic to feel alive, they destroy the very things that could have saved them. Tara wanted a fire, not realizing it would burn her house down. I just happened to be standing inside it when she lit the match. But I got out, and I never looked back.